I'm here in my hometown of Craigellachie at the distillery in what is known as the Old Cooperage. I'm sure you can hear it is a rather wet and windy day here, but as of course we say, today's rain is tomorrow's whiskey, and that is why we are all here. I have in my hand the first in an exciting new series celebrating all things worm tubs, which of course we are very fond of here at Craigellachie. And this is a 13-year-old finished in Bas-Armagnac casks. Just after we were built in 1891, famed whisky writer Alf Bernard noted that we had a style seldom met with in that day. Now, this is something we're incredibly proud of because it was in reference to the old-fashioned classic Speyside character. And this is something that we maintain today with our love and use of old-fashioned techniques, one of which is a worm tub. Now, for those of you who don't know what a worm tub is, quite simply, it is a large snaking copper coil, the worm, sitting in a large tub of cold water, and this acts as an old-fashioned condenser. This gives you a rather unique style as well, a much more muscular, meaty, robust character. And as a Speyside whisky, this is something rather unusual, but it's something we love and celebrate at Craigellachie today. Armagnac is found in Gascony in France and is thought to be the oldest wine spirit in the world. Many people say Armagnac is the more interesting cousin of brandy. And we love it at Craigellachie because of its craft style and old-fashioned techniques, one of which is known as the serpent pipe, which is very similar to our worm tub condenser at Craigellachie. Now, a young Armagnac can be quite an earthy, fiery spirit, but after time in oak, it balances out, and what you're left with are lovely flavours of dried apricot, prunes, caramel and toffee, and after time, this lovely warming cinnamon spice. Delicious. Armagnac casks were tailor-made for our Craigellachie spirit. It takes that lovely robust character and gently rounds off the edges over time. Let's have a little smell. On the nose there, I can see a very familiar syrupy pineapple and bonfire smoke. So we know we definitely have a glass of Craigellachie in our hand. Let's see if the same is true for the taste. Now, it's definitely Craigellachie, but Craigellachie I think with a little twist. We're starting to see those Armagnac casks working their magic. We have that typical baked apple note that we've come to love across the Craigellachie range, but that then develops into this wonderfully warming cinnamon spice that's definitely a new addition coming in from the Armagnac cask. As the whiskey starts to settle in my palate, we're moving now into the finish. And again, we're seeing a classic Craigellachie note, a wonderful cereal coming through, but as a really interesting development, this time moving through with the addition of the Armagnac casks into a caramel shortcake, a delicious new note coming through within Craigellachie, and a real contradiction in a glass with a wonderful array of old and new flavours coming in from the classic Craigellachie style and that wonderful addition of the Armagnac finish. Definitely a new favourite for me. I hope you enjoy this whisky as much as I have. Slange, or I guess I really should say, santé.